first angel sounded his trumpet, and there came hail and fire mixed with blood hurled down on the earth. The land was burned up, and all the trees and all the green grass were destroyed. The second angel sounded his trumpet, and a huge mountain, all ablaze, was thrown into the sea. The sea turned to blood, the living creatures in the sea died, and all the ships were destroyed. The third angel sounded his trumpet, and a great star named Wormwood fell from the sky on the rivers and on the springs of water, which turned bitter, and the people perished. The fourth angel sounded his trumpet, and the sun was struck, and the moon and the stars turned red. The day was without light, and also the night. And as I watched, I saw the 4 horsemen, who are named Pestilence, Famine, War, and Death, ride out of the dawn to wreak havoc and destruction on all the earth. That was a joint EU referendum broadcast for the United Kingdom's membership of the European Union on June the 23rd. But now on Radio 4, we cross live to the Grand Ol Eastgate Theatre in the Scottish town of Peebles for the annual Small Town Summer Sarsaparilla show, broadcast as always by the Downright Homespun radio company. While over on Longwave, there's a special edition of the Money Programme, explaining how we're all going to get screwed either way.
It's summer here at the Scottish borders, and a very warm summer welcome once again to the Downright Homespun Radio Company's Small Town Summer Sarsaparilla Show. We've got a bright-eyed, bushy-tailed studio audience here at the Grand Ol Eastgate Theatre, and our millions of listeners throughout the radio universe. So sit back with a cool drink and enjoy the ride. Thank you. On stage tonight, the award-winning DHRC house band welcoming you to our 2016 summer show with Golden Slippers. That's right, it's summer once again here in Scotland, with the sun rising early and setting late, meaning you can see the rain for longer each day. And all that extra daylight lifts the daily dosage of vitamin E at this time of year right up to the minimum amount necessary to sustain life. Here in Peebles, the locals are emerging from their winter hibernation for a brief period of local activity before they all go overseas in search of summer weather. The Tweedlove Biking Festival is in full swing here in Peebles, and in a few weeks it's the traditional Peebles Beltane Festival. Hooray! When men dress as women, children dress as animals, horses roam the streets, and the fabric of the space-time continuum comes to a complete standstill for 8 days.
We've got a packed show for you this evening. Angus and Gordon are getting into the local shops and special events. Chick fowl is on the loose, and we'll have the very latest from the referendum debate as it moves into the final stages of campaigning.
The Downright Homespun radio company has been broadcasting its live shows here in Peebles for 114 years, bringing the very best music, news and current affairs and drama from our royal company of radio actors here on stage. From the humble beginnings up there in the Manor Valley, broadcasting through a network of sheep's horn amplifiers set up on the hilltops, to today's highly sophisticated digital broadcasting equipment inside the Eastgate Theatre steeple, the DHRC's broadcasts are now heard throughout the world on longwave, FM, interweb, HTML streaming network packets, and via podcast wireless communicator technology with knobs on.
So whether you're listening through an earphone, an iPhone, an FM or a BMW, or lucky enough to be in one of our studio audiences right here in the Grand Ol Eastgate Theatre in downtown Peebles, a very warm welcome to you all. Let's get a band on stage now for some foot-stomping DHRC music. Here they are with The Race Is On!
I feel tears welling up, going deep inside like my heart's gonna get raped. And I stab alone, and it's sharp and painful, but I may never speak. You might say that I was taking it hard when she wrote me down with a call. Don't you wish you had about tomorrow? Now me break right down, call. The race is on, and here comes right up the back street. Heartache going to the inside, my tears are holding back. Try not to fall. My heart's out of the running, true love scratched by another race. The race is on, and it looks like heartache, and the winner takes it all. Never once suspecting what the final result would be. Now I live in fear, waking up each morning, finding that you're gone from me. There's a pain in my heart from the pain of the one that I had to embrace. Somebody new came up to win her, and I think I'm second place. Now the race is on, and here comes right up the back street. Heartache's going to the inside, my tears are holding back. Try not to fall. Outside of the running, true love's not for another race. The race is on, and it looks like heartaches, and the winner loses all.
Over here, man.
And Gordon, there you are. You fancy another cup of tea and a speciality scope?
No, I'm fine for now. As usual, Mrs. Tweedy's been very accommodating. What's this with you, man? Are you doing some DIY in the house and you've just nipped out? It looks like you're in your working clothes.
Oh, these things, yes, they're nice, aren't they? Fat face.
You what?
Fat face.
You cheeky bugger, I suppose I could just call you a long streak of...
No, I'm not being personal. I'm talking about Fat Face. It's the name of the new shop that's opened in the High Street, where Edinburgh Woolen Mills used to be. Washed in happiness, don't you know?
Fat Face?
Hi, it's one for the younger set.
Oh, so it's not for the extra large set?
No, it's a trendy new shop. Very popular in the bigger towns, and now it's here in Peebles.
So if it's for the younger set, why have you been shopping there and bought that lot? Looks like it's ready for the bin.
Oh, that's the style. And I didn't pay for this. They pay me. I don't own these clothes, I just sort of breaking them in.
What, you mean like a car?
Aye, just like a car. The kids pay extra for jeans and shirts with rips and holes in them. and they don't just appear by themselves. You've got to work at them. I've got a job with fat-faced to distress their clothes before they're put on sale in the exclusive range.
Way with you.
I get to wear these jeans and shirts for about 4 weeks. Give them a hard time, you know, and try and get some holes in them. See, there's one developing here, see?
Well, I suppose so.
And if that develops into a hole inside the week, I get a bonus.
Well, I've heard it all now. I mean, I've got a wardrobe of jeans and shirts like that at home.
You might be sitting in a fortune, Gordon. Anyway, I'm wearing this gear when I go out to the Grand Ol 7 tomorrow. You know, that's part of the Tweed Love Bike Festival. Should get me some holes around the bottom in the groin.
What? You're doing the Grand Ol 7? Do you think you're up for it?
Well, I thought I might, but what about you? You're not partaking in the Borders massive cycling event? Just going to sit there and have another stone and criticise others?
All right, that's it. I was going to tell you later, but now seems like a good time. As a matter of fact, I am entering into the Tweed Love Festival. Just a moment while I undo these coat buttons. Ta-da!
My goodness, Gordon, what are you doing? Put your clothes back on, you'll get us thrown out.
My clothes are on. This is my lycra outfit.
It's flesh-coloured.
Aye, well, it was all they had left in the sale at Bespoke Bikes. That's good, isn't it?
It's a bit revealing, and I didn't know you were Jewish.
Welcome at the Tweedy Tea Room. There's no false bonhomie at the Tweedy Tea Room, just a traditional Scottish surliness that reassures you of your place in the world. For tea that stains your teeth, coats your tongue, and leaves a ring around the cup, just like it did in the days of Empire, the cafe of choice in Peebles is the Tweedy Tea Room, where friendship flows from an aluminium teapot. Please note that toilets are for paying customers only. If you flush twice and it still hasn't gone down, please inform the management by pressing the red button on the cubicle wall.
Let's have some music from our house band now. They're live on stage here at the Grand Ol Eastgate Theatre with Walking After Midnight.
I go on walking after midnight, out in the moonlight, just like we used to. I'm always walking after midnight, searching for you. I walk for miles along the highway, well that's just my way of saying I love you. I'm always walking after midnight, searching for you. Start to see you weeping low, crying on his pillow. Maybe he's crying for me. As the skies turn gloomy, night winds whisper to me, lonesome as I can be. I go out walking after midnight, out in the starlight, just hoping you may somewhere walking after midnight, searching for me.
That's nice.
Start to see you weeping low, crying on his pillow. Maybe he's crying for me. As the skies turn blue, night winds whisper to me, lonesome as I can be. I go out walking after midnight, out in the moonlight, just hoping you may be somewhere walking after midnight, searching for me.
Is brought to you by the Peebles Beltane Committee. Predating the DHRC by nearly 600 years, yet virtually unheard of outside of the Peebles town boundary and parts of rural Australia.
The Peebles Beltane is a traditional local festival involving horses, tight trousers, road closures, horses, telegrams, flags and horses, and definitely not bicycles of any kind.
Originating in the early Cretaceous period, the Peebles Beltane Festival is run by a small self-selected committee which traces its origins back to the Knights Templar, Genghis Khan and the lost continent of Atlantis. Ancient scrolls setting out the precise timetable of a week's events are ceremonially paraded through the streets of Peebles every New Year's Eve, accompanied by burning torches, pitchforks and other useful garden tools from Scott's Hardware on the High Street.
Festival highlights include cross-dressing rugby players, horse manure distribution around the town streets, children in old clothes walking in eerie silence down the high street in the rain, and 20% off everything at the Castle Warehouse.
We'll be hearing more from the Peebles Beltane later in the show, along with our regular visits to Miller's, Sainsbury's, and we'll drop into the Cross Keys for a drink or two.
Before all that, it's time for current affairs and the upcoming referendum on Peebles' membership of Scottish Borders Council.
Yes, the Safe Out, Safe In referendum takes place on Beltane Saturday.
Stay with us here.
Yeah. On the Safe Out side, campaigners for the so-called Brexit, wherein Peebles votes to leave the union of counties known as the Scottish Borders Council, argue that 350 million litres of water a week is pouring out of Peebles down the River Tweed to the rest of the Borders towns, with very little of it coming back to Peebles.
A spokesman explained that if Peebles votes to leave Scottish Borders Council, the town would be free to bottle that water and sell it to countries all over the world, to make loads of money for building a new bridge, policing dog owners and fixing potholes.
Campaigners on the Safe In side dismissed the idea, pointing out that the Tweed is a river, a natural part of a hydrological cycle which conveys water on its journey to an ocean or the sea, and has got nothing at all to do with Scottish Borders Council.
Those arguing for Peebles' continuing membership of SBC, known as the I-Beam campaign, maintain that immigration from other border towns has benefited Peebles, bringing much-needed street cleaning, bin collecting, grass cutting, and other jobs too menial for Peebles residents to perform.
With 4 weeks to go, the Safe Out, Safe In campaign is just revving up, and we'll be hearing a lot more of this nonsense before Beltane Saturday.
And we've certainly heard enough of it here on the DHRC. I don't know about you, but every day this campaign goes on, I just feel another day older and deeper in debt.
Some people say a man's made out of mud, a poor man's made out of muscle and blood, skin and bone with a mind that's weak and a back that's strong. You load 16 tons, why you get another day older and deeper in debt? Same here, don't you call me, 'cause I can't go. I owe my soul to the company store. I was born one morning when the sun didn't shine. They picked up my shovel and I worked in the mine. I loaded 16 tons, and number 9 coal, and the boss man said, well, I bless on my soul, you load 16 tons. What do you get? Another day older and deeper in debt. St. Peter, don't you worry, I can go. I owe my soul to the company store. I I was born one morning in the drizzling rain, fighting in the trouble of my middle vein. I was born in a cornbread, my old mama lied, ain't no heights on the wall. Now make me show you life, 'cause you don't 16 sons, why you get another day older and deeper in the past. Say, Peter, don't you call me, 'cause I can't go. I owe my soul to the company store. If you see me coming, better step aside. A lot of men living there, a lot of men die. One first of iron and the other is steel. If the right one don't get you, then the left one will. You load 16 tons, what do you get? Another day older and deeper in the debt. St. Peter, don't you call me, 'cause I can't go. I owe my soul to the company store.
It's our special roving correspondent, Chick Fowl, who investigates the burning issues here in his adopted hometown of Peebles, then reports them to us in his own unmistakable style. Chick's on the line now. Chick, where are you and what's been happening?
Yeah, well, hi, Robert. Here I am out on Peebles High Street.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm out here because my editor has given me a new assignment.
Yeah, I read that.
Yeah, with a new shop in town catering for dogs, and a lot of new pet parlors opening up here and there, he's asked me to find out if we're fussing over our pets just a little bit too much. You know, I sure hope I'm not barking up the wrong tree here, Robert. Maybe I better just pause for thought.
Oh.
Sure, I hope I don't have a bone to pick with my editor later.
Just get on with it, Chick.
Yeah, not bad. I got a million of those. Hey.
I'm sure you have.
But listen, there are some crazy things going on. You want to get your dog's claws painted?
Really?
No problem. A pet tattoo?
No.
Why not? Or how about some clothes for your dog?
Clothes?
Yeah, you can get them. And pooch parlors are setting up all over the place with funky names like Dandale Dogs or Big as Now Bitches. I think I met a couple of them over the years, Robert. Or my own personal favorite, Ingrid Jones and the Temple of Groom. So we're pampering our pets, Robert, but are we cleaning up after them?
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I'm talking poo wars, Robert. Have you seen all the letters to the Peebles show regarding the dog poo?
Who hasn't?
Yeah, well, you know, people just leaving it lying there on the street, others writing in to complain. Why don't people just pick it up? You know, the whole thing leaves a nasty taste in their mouth, Robert.
I hope not.
It's our social responsibility. There really is no excuse. So I borrowed a friend's dog and we're going to walk around the parks of Peebles looking for some doggy action. Do people pick up or don't they? Who are the good guys and who are the bad guys? We're going to find out. Okay, so speak to you later. Before I go, though, here's a couple of jokes for you.
Oh, no, please.
Yeah, what do you get if you cross a sheepdog with a rose? A cauliflower!
Okay.
Yeah,
who
is the dog's favorite comedian?
Who?
Groucho Barks. Killers, huh? Hey, speak to you later, Robert.
Later, Chick. Chick Fowl there with that disturbing report. We'll be catching up with Chick later in the program, but it's time for music from our house band now. There's been a lot of whipping it up backstage while we've been talking to Chick, but I see they're tuned up and ready to go with their next number. A big hand, please, for the DHRC house band.
Another bride, another groom, another sunny honeymoon, another season, another reason for making whoopee.
a lot of shoes, a lot of rice. The groom is nervous, he answers twice. It's really killing that he's so willing to make whoopee.
Picture a little love nest down where the roses swing. Picture that same sweet love nest and think what the years could bring.
He's washing dishes and baby clothes. He's so ambitious, he even sews.
So don't forget, folks, that's what you get, folks, for making whoopee. Take it away.
Another year, or maybe less. What's this I hear? Well, can't you guess? She feels neglected, and he's suspected of making whoopee.
She sits alone most every night. He doesn't phone, he doesn't write. He says he's busy. She says,
Is he?
whoopee. He doesn't make much money, only $5,000. Some judges thinks he's funny, says you pay 6 to her. He says, Judge, suppose I fail. Judge says, but right into jail. You better keep up.
Yeah, I guess it's cheaper.
Whoopee.
And making whoopee.
Making
Oh, okay, gents, it's my round. What'll it be?
Get your pint special, Barry.
Get that for me as well, thanks.
Bother. Either of you want any vegetables with it?
Vegetables?
They've got quite a collection of vegetables behind the bar. They're always asking what vegetables you want with your drinks.
Well, what like?
Well, there's carrots, neeps, green beans, beetroot. I think I saw a cabbage.
Any cucumber?
I can ask.
I will get you some cucumber in mine and a potato.
John?
I'll get a carrot and chuck in some rocket if I can find it.
Okay, no bother.
So, Graham, how's the cleaning up coming along?
Most of the work's done now. The flood was on the downstairs and the insurance fixed it up and dried it out.
Right, Scottish Water that should be stumping up for your repairs after what they did at the reservoir.
You've been opening the floodgates and causing the flooding. I thought you said that didn't happen.
Well, of course they said that, Graham, but I've been looking into it. There's a big cover-up of what's really happened.
Really? I didn't know about this.
Here's your drinks, gentlemen. Apparently they're right out of cucumber, so there's a radish in yours, Graham.
Cheers. Did you know about this reservoir business, Barry?
You mean Scottish Water opening the Tala floodgates and causing the flooding back in January?
Aye, John here reckons there's a cover-up.
Well, I do know there was just one guy on duty that night up at Tala. Lives up the road from me, Lee Harvey Oswald. If the gates were opened, it must have been him acting alone.
Oh, now, come on, Barry. Oswald wasn't acting alone. There's no way he could have shot the bolts on that gate on his own.
You reckon there was a second shooter on John?
Aye, Graham. And it doesn't stop there. This goes all the way to the top.
What do you mean, John?
The whole area around Tower is known as Area 51. They have to keep the water levels down or the alien spaceships can't land. Oswald's just the fall guy.
That explains these lights I've seen hovering over control in the last few nights. And I thought they were just black helicopters visiting Elvis again.
Is Elvis still staying down at Cardrona, Graham? I thought they'd moved him on by now.
Oh, he's been there for 2.5 years now, Barry. Ever since they brought him back from the moon.
Oh, now, come on, Graham. You're still not hanging on to that fairy story about the moon, are you? Everybody knows that was all filmed on a vacant lot over at Pollock Shields.
Oh, no, wait a minute now, John. If they never went to the moon, how did they get Elvis back here? Answer me that.
That's a good question, Barry. And I think you'll have to ask the Freemasons about that one. Anyway, look, looks it's my round again. Same again.
I say for me, John.
Point for me too, John. And can you see if there's a copy of the People Should News at the bar, will you?
Aye, sure. Back in a minute.
You're not still reading the Peebles News, are you, Barry? I can't believe a word that they printed there.
Oh, no, I'm not that gullible, Graham. I just need something to mop up this spilt beer. That's right. If you're looking for mindless trivia reframed as sensational headlines and misleadingly dramatic hyperbole, look no further than the Peebles News, Scotland's answer to the National Enquirer and winner of the media industry's ironic title award for 4 years running. In next week's edition, read about 12 ways you can contravene European health and safety laws with a cucumber and a bottle of gin. And the PN's long-running surrealist drama, Correspondence About Dog Feces, continues with an incoherent rant about horse manure and immigrants. Escape from reality with the Peebles News, then use it to scrape the crap off your shoe.
Have some music from our DHRC house band now. Jerry Farrell leads the charge with Things.
Thank you. Every night I sit here by my window, waving at the lonely avenue, watching lovers holding hands and laughing, thinking about the things you used to do.
Thinking of things,
Walking the park,
things,
kissing the dark,
things,
silver bright. What about the night we cried? I don't know how, like a lover's vow, about the things we used to do. I still remember all I have to cling to, and heartaches are the friends I'm talking to. When I'm not thinking of just how much I love you, well, I'm thinking about the things we used to do.
thinking of things,
Like a walk in the park,
things,
like a kiss goodnight,
things,
like a sailboat ride. What about the night we cried?
things,
Like a lover's vow.
things,
Yeah, we don't do now, thinking about the things we used to do. And here's the jukebox softly playing, and the face I see you stay belongs to you. There's not a single sound, and there's no one else around, but it's just me thinking about things we used to do.
thinking of things,
Like a walk in the park,
things,
like a kiss in the dark,
things,
like a sailboat ride. What about the night we cried? Like we don't do now, things, like a lover's vow, thinking about the things I used to do. And the heartaches are the friends I'm talking to. I'm just thinking about the things we used to do. Thank you.
I'll try to get you quick by boiling just a few minutes before 9 o'clock. They are already engaged. I'll just try again. Same again. This always happens. I can never get through. Once more. If I don't get through this next time, I'll destroy a galaxy. Here we go.
Hill Hotel Centre.
Hay Lodge Health Centre, keeping Peebles healthy with a smile.
Yes, yes.
How can I help you?
Oh, I'd like to see a doctor, please. My asthma is getting worse, and I need some inoculations.
Who's your doctor?
Oh, how should I know?
The doctor can help you if your memory loss is causing you problems. There's a memory loss clinic on Monday afternoons, but there's a 6-month waiting list, I'm afraid. How bad is it? Are you able to remember your name?
Yes, of course I can. It's Vader. Lord Vader.
Vader, let me look at the database. First name, Derek?
No, Darth. Who the hell's Derek?
Oh, we're not allowed to disclose personal details, Derek.
My name is not Derek, it is Darth. And I want to see a doctor now.
Our staff have a right not to be subjected to physical or verbal abuse, Derek. Are you verbally abused?
No. I'm so sorry. Please, I just want to see a doctor.
Good. Well, now let me see. My database says you died in a volcano at the end of episode 3. Are you sure you're still alive? We also have an alias here as Anakin Skywalker, and there's a message on screen suggesting an outstanding paternity suit. Is that correct? I think we might have a schizophrenia problem as well. Let me see if I can fast track you.
Oh, thank you. That would be so good. Thank you so much.
I can give you an appointment 5 weeks today.
What? That's ridiculous. I must see a doctor today.
Is it an emergency?
Perhaps not for you, but it will be for the galaxy I destroy if I don't get an appointment today. Oh, look. My asthma is getting worse, and I need some inoculations. I'm going on holiday to Andromeda. I really need some relaxation. Running this Death Star is very taxing. Things have been getting rather stressful lately. I need some me time.
You're not already registered with a doctor in a galaxy far, far away, are you? If you are, you may want to attend one of their clinics rather than wait here. We're rather oversubscribed at the moment. In fact, we have a waiting list for registration.
Don't be ridiculous! Other health centres are light years away. And I need inoculations before I get there. That's why I need to see a doctor now. I'm still recovering from a rather nasty rash I got when I brushed up against Jar Jar Binks.
If it is an emergency, I could give you an appointment today.
Yes. It's an emergency. I'm dying to see a doctor.
If you come along at 11 o'clock today for an open session, and you'll see the next available doctor. Could be a long wait. And by the way, Derek...
Darth!
The records show you've missed the last 2 appointments for the asthma clinic.
That's because I was causing havoc over on the dark side.
Oh, you were in Hoik.
Yes.
Look, if you can't make an appointment, you should have phoned to cancel.
Now see here. Yes. I'm so sorry. It was thoughtless of me. I was having a little trouble getting a Vodafone signal on the Death Star. Please keep me registered with your practice.
Well, we shall be monitoring your progress going forward. And when you come to Hay Lodge, just make sure you queue up at the correct window.
Which one will that be?
Well, you should know. It's something you learn by osmosis if you live in Peebles.
I'm so sorry to cause you trouble. Thank you for fitting me in.
Not at all. Thank you for calling Hay Lodge Health Centre.
From aging supervillains with delusions of grandeur and asthmatic tendencies to another performance from our house band in just a moment. But before all that, it's Miller's time.
Yes, it's Miller's time.
Time for spring bulbs,
Bedding plants,
lawn feet,
garden rakes,
yard brews,
saxo spuds,
secateurs,
scooters,
hooters,
pedals,
medals,
horses,
coursers,
stables,
statues,
seeds,
leads,
beads,
swedes,
barrows,
harrows,
marrows,
arrows,
tallow,
fruit trees,
sweet peas,
herbal teas,
artificial knees,
tire inflation,
anal irrigation,
genetic mutation,
diuretics,
emetics,
pneumatics,
attics,
loft insulation,
jackets,
buckets,
rockets,
sockets,
packets,
rackets,
brackets,
rickets,
wickets,
rackets,
rat traps,
snapshots,
Bakewell tart,
things you mend fences with,
and terracotta figurines.
It has to be Miller's.
Yes, it has to be Miller's. Millers of Peebles is your one-stop, round-the-clock, in-you-pop, fully stocked agricultural shop for all those things it's too difficult to ask for in the chemists. For tubes, lubes, bladders and ladders, get along to Millers of Peebles. And while you're there, mention that they've got their name spelled wrong on the sign at the entrance.
And from agricultural suppliers to hangover cures, here's the DHRC house band crawling out of bed to entertain us with Banging in Your Head.
Have you ever laid in bed with the banging in your head that you just can't bear? You can't stop that ceiling going round up there. So you stop to the sick as you're dying for a drink. You ain't get a chair. You wanna make a cup of tea, but the teapot can't be found. So you stumble back to bed with the banging in your head and you can't lay down. You wish they'd never brought that homemade cider around. Oh, your eyes are hanging out, and the pattern moves a bit on the eider down. Oh, the cap's gonna flare, the skirting board's up in the air, whoa! You say it's gonna stop, and you say you're gonna stop. Never touch another drop, never touch another drop. And you think till you drink, and you drink, you drink, and you drink the first drink, never have another drink. And you wake up in the morning and you wish you'd never gone to the pub last night. Alarm bells playing, you're still crying with all its might. Then you make coming out, shout through the box coming out for a pint. Then you stumble out of bed before you're ready to do it again, do it again! Have you ever laid in bed with the banger in your head that you just can't bear? You can't stop that ceiling going round up there. So you stumble in the sink cause you're dying for a drink and they don't share. Water up a cup of tea, but the teapot can't be found. It can't be found, no!
The insistent banging in your head and in your microphone. That is the DHRC house band, live on stage here at the Grand Ol Eastgate Theatre in downtown Peebles. You're listening to the Small Town Summer Sarsaparilla Show, broadcasting live across the world for the 127th year. Kicking off in the 1890s, in fact just before Hibs won the Scottish Cup last time round. And also around the time the Peebles Beltane Festival was introducing its surreal tribute to Queen Victoria, still performed annually on the parish church steps to this day. The DHRC has become a global radio phenomenon, reaching the parts the BBC can only dream about.
Yes, our network of drone-mounted transmitters ensures that our broadcasts reach impoverished villages in North Korea, underwear factories in remote Western China, grizzly stations in the Yukon, and as yet undiscovered tribes in the upper Amazon.
Old DHRC advertising posters are used as currency in former Soviet republics. And there's a thriving market in pre-1930s DHRC banded ivory plectrums used by famous band members.
Tickets for the DHRC shows sell like Caldwell's ice cream on a hot day. And tonight's audience has come from far and wide to be with us this evening, with many more watching the show on giant video screens set up on the High Street and down there on Tweed Green.
So whether you're in here, out there, or listening to us on a crystal radio set made from an old baked bean tin on an oil platform in northern Siberia, or in the crowds gathered in Central Park, New York, where the show has been broadcast over the public address system, you're welcome to the DHRC's Summer Sarsaparilla Show.
Alright, it's not often we find ourselves up here in Peebles, Stan.
Aye, Bert, next to the Scottish Borders Council maps finish at Cloven Fords.
Aye, except the council map, Stan, that one's got Peebles on it.
Aye, well, we wouldn't be able to pay for all the facilities at Hoyt otherwise.
Right enough, Stan.
So, what are we supposed to be doing up here then?
Well, there's a work order here talking about potholes down at Caledonian Road and some in Kingsmeadows Drive and a whole lot more up Rosetta Road. Someone's made formal complaints about them to the council and we've got 20 days to fix them.
I'm confused about this, Stan. How are we going to fill in all those potholes when we've brought an empty truck? There's nothing but a few tools in the back there.
Aye, but it's a new initiative for the council, Bert. There's no money left for roads because they spent it all in early retirement. So the boss has come up with some new way to deal with the potholes.
And what's that?
It's called quantitative easing.
And how does that work?
Come on, I'll show you. Where's the first lot of potholes?
Let's see, Caledonian Road.
Okay, hop in the truck and we'll head up to Mark Street.
Mark Street? But Stan, Mark Street's nowhere near Caledonian Road.
Aye, Bert, but that's the beauty of this new quantitative easing system. We head over to Mark Street, dig some big holes in the road, and that provides us with the stuff to fill in the holes in Caledonian Road. Here we are, get the shovel.
Aye, but Stan, this'll leave a load of potholes in Mark Street.
That's right, Bert. And after a few tyres are shredded and the suspension struts are bent, someone will send a complaint about them. And we've got 20 days to come back up here and fill them up.
And we'll use stuff we dig up from another street somewhere else in Peebles.
That's right. You've got it.
That's genius, Stan.
That's right, Bert. Think about it. Everybody's a winner. We've got a steady supply of work.
The council's meeting its targets.
The local garages are busy replacing tyres and suspension systems.
And the good folk of Peebles never run out of things to complain about. What did you call it again?
Quantitative easing, Bert. They got the idea for the banking system. Boss says it's the very essence of capitalism.
Oh, it's brilliant. You get the road drill and I'll get the shovel. Let's get these holes dug.
You're listening to the Small Town Summer Sarsaparilla Show because there's nothing in the world right now that could be better than this.
This is hopeless. Absolutely hopeless. I'm just going round about in circles. I'll have to use that sat-nav device I got for my birthday. Where is it? Ah, there it is. Just plug this bit in here then. So let's see what happens.
Welcome to the Sainsbury's Satellite Navigation System. Please enter your destination on the screen or say where you wish to go.
Oh, my hands are a wee bit mucky after that tricky lambing this morning. So. Here goes.
I'm sorry, I didn't understand that. Please state your destination.
I'm looking for the Aldi supermarket in Gala.
There's no all-day supermarket in Bali.
No, Gala Shields.
Finding route to Pollock Shields.
What?
Your journey to Pollock Shields will take 1 hour and 39 minutes. Please drive to the highlighted route.
I don't want to go to Pollock Shields.
I don't blame you.
Gala Shields. Gala Shields.
Calculating route to Gala Shields.
Okay.
Would you like to go via the Sainsbury's supermarket in Hoyk?
What? No. Why would I want to do that?
Oh, I've noticed you're out of potatoes.
No, I don't want to go to Hoyk.
I hear that a lot, Robert. But you know, Hoyk doesn't really deserve its reputation. And compared to Pollock Shields...
Look, I want to go to Gala. Not Hoyk, certainly not Pollock Shields.
Calculating your route to Gala Shields.
Okay, what was that about potatoes?
Deleting route, searching for potatoes.
Oh, wait! Never mind the potatoes, just get me to Gala Shields.
I found this online article about growing potatoes. Would you like me to read it to you?
No, already know about growing potatoes, just want to get to Gala Shields.
I'll save it for later. Calculating your route to Gala Shields. Where would you like to go in Galashiels?
Aldi! It's a supermarket called Aldi!
Not sure I'd call it a supermarket, Robert.
That's where I'm going.
You know you need a pound coin for the trolleys there, don't you, Robert? Have you got a pound coin?
Probably.
Because if you don't have one, you end up queuing for change or carrying 2 heavy baskets around, having to put them down every time you want something else off the shelves.
Look, will you?
Not that there's a lot on the shelves when it comes down to it. And by the time you've put a 300-piece socket set and some moon boots in the trolley, there's not much room for actual food.
Moon boots? Who said anything about moon boots?
Searching for moon boots.
I don't want moon boots.
Nobody does, Robert. They're a triumph of marketing, just like pot noodles and Donald Trump.
This is hopeless. I think I've got an atlas in the back of the cab. Please open this.
Your journey to Galashiels will take 39 minutes.
Okay, you've done it. Okay, let's go.
Drive for a quarter of a mile, and at the roundabout, take the second exit.
This is more like it. Technology. Can't live with it, can't live without it.
In half a mile, turn left.
What? That's not the road to Gala.
We're just popping in to see a friend.
What friend?
Won't take a minute.
Where are we going?
Turn left.
Where's this taking you? Looks like a car park in Peebles.
Now turn right. Sainsbury's in Peebles has potatoes on special offer just now. My friend Morak has reserved 2 bags for you, along with some milk, and I noticed you used the last tea bag this morning, so I've ordered those too.
I thought we were going to Aldi.
I know you did, Robert, but it's my job to protect you from yourself. You don't need moon boots, and you do need potatoes. Just pull in over there.
Next time you need to get somewhere, talk to the experts. Sainsbury's Satellite Navigation Systems, brought to you in conjunction with Sainsbury's Auto Checkout, will get you to where we want you to go. And coming soon, the Sainsbury's driverless car.
Robert Barr and Karen Graham looking into a dystopian future there. We're coming up to the break here on the Small Town Summer Sarsaparilla show. Our audience is getting restless knowing that the well-stocked bar here at the Grand Ol Eastgate Theatre in downtown Peebles is open for business, and our band members need to touch up their lipstick, powder and paint. So to take you up to the interval, please welcome them back on stage.
Lipstick, hurricane lipstick, hurricane lipstick, hurricane, is you is, or is you ain't. There goes my baby up a tree, a giggly and a waving a toast at me. Let me put my glasses on, haven't had such fun since she's been gone. Lipstick, hurricane lipstick, hurricane lipstick, hurricane, is you is, or is you ain't. Big old hound dog scratching freeze, looking like he's in love with me. Licks my hand everywhere I go. I wish my lady loved me so. Lipstick, powder paint lipstick, powder paint lipstick, powder paint, is you is, or is you ain't. Don't you sneeze and don't you come. You get dusty, I'll brush you off. Lipstick, powder paint lipstick, powder paint lipstick, powder paint, is you is, or is you ain't. White kind of love and that you make, the love like tremble and the wheels can shake. hurt me once again. The good friend of ours come tumbling in. Lipstick, powder and paint, lipstick, powder and paint, lipstick, powder and paint. Is you is or is you ain't? Lipstick, powder and paint, lipstick, powder and paint, lipstick, powder and paint. Is you is or is you ain't? Lipstick, powder and paint.
Thank you. We'll be back in about 20 minutes.